Jackson Radio Show.
I make my own theme music. What's up, y'all? Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. So we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about the Tide Pod Challenge. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? I mean, I've seen the little gushy gooey thingies, and I've never wanted to eat them. I knew what it was. I could see keeping it away from the little children. Don't let the little children get to the Tide Pods, please. Adults taking, well, not adults, millennials. And you know, you can be a millennial now till you're 65 if you're a leftist. They never grow up. I could see little kids seeing these as candy, and that's why it's tough to get the thing open and all that stuff. Yeah, I do laundry. What you looking at me for? I got no maid. So, yeah, I get it. But an adult looking at these things, that's concentrated juice, cleaning detergent, whatever. Maybe, I mean, soap. You don't want a bunch of soap in your belly. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll get back to that. I want to do listener messages right now. We got any calls we want to do? No, just the messages that I have right here. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. Why'd you print them out? You could have just sent them. Housekeeping. Don't worry about this, radio listeners. This is just my internal staff making my life difficult. Carl sent me a note. It says, there is zero chance of anyone losing their job over this thing, let alone even being named. And I'm presuming Carl is talking about the FISA memo. Yeah, the FBI thing. He titled this thing, FBI Fiasco. The worthless Congress will not do anything. The DOJ FBI will never prosecute itself. The establishment will remain exactly where it is now. This will be about as effective as the Lois Lerner thing, the collusion thing, the Hillary felony server, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're wasting your time talking about it. Carl's trying to save me some time. Thank you, Carl. Oh, he's going to save me some time. Kevin, why are you talking about that? I'm talking about that, Carl, because you're going to be wrong. And when you are, here's what I'd like you to do, Carl. Call 844-551-8255 and just answer the question, who's your daddy? Okay? Because I'm going to be right. I've said it. I said it in 2017, and I said it at the beginning of this year. Happy New Year, by the way, everybody. I said 2018, you're going to watch Obama Jihad. The only thing is they're going to be blind cutting each other's heads off in D.C., and that's exactly what has started to happen. See, Carl expects the ship, this ocean liner to turn on a dime. The problem is there's this thing called physics, and there's a momentum, an inertia that's occurring. Well, it's a momentum. The inertia is getting over that initially, but now it's got a momentum. And that big megaton ocean liner is headed towards the docks. And the left is trying to spin it on a dime. Or what the metaphor is, we're trying to spin it on a dime to stop the catastrophe. It's not going to happen. You can't do that. Trump's draining the swamp. He's draining the swamp as fast as you humanly possibly can do it. That you can't drain the swamp any faster. I'm sounding like Trump. I'm draining the swamp fast. You can't drain the swamp any faster. Nobody could do this better in draining the swamp. But he's right. Well, I'm right in playing him. You can't drain the swamp faster than Donald Trump. How much do you expect to happen that quickly? Donald Trump takes office. It's still got Obama's apparatus in place. And Trump says, okay, fine. I got to get in here. I got to settle in. I got to understand where I'm at. And so he's maneuvering through the whole, situation there. Crooked as the day is long on both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats. And you think that it's just going to magically happen. Everything that you've learned up to this point, ask yourself this, Carl. Would you have known about it if Hillary Clinton was elected? I would venture to tell you I'm hearing this big cacophonous no from the audience because we wouldn't know any of this stuff. The fact that it's now we're seeing the light of day, this stuff is starting to come to the light of day, is amazing to most of us. Ask yourselves, would you have ever predicted that we would be, getting FBI text, FISA memos, and so on and so forth? Of course. Nobody would have predicted that under Hillary. Trump is little by little doing it. And not only that, he's doing it brilliantly because he's letting them do it. I told everybody it would be different if Trump said, okay, well, I'm firing Mueller and I'm putting in Trey Gowdy. And then you bring all this up. Oh, it's a conspiracy, man. It's just against Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. It's just trying to mess up a black man legacy. They'll be talking all kinds of trash. It's all their people. And they're scared crapless. So, Carl, you're wrong on this one, bro. Hate to tell you. This is the establishment as you remember it is gone. It's difficult for us to think, wow, we're actually going to get control of government. We actually now understand where things are. And as corrupt as it is, the American public is going to lose faith in government. No, we're not. We're gaining faith in government every single day. Again, and that's another byproduct of Donald Trump. We're gaining faith in government. There are bureaucrats up there who are ideologically opposed to Donald Trump. But you know what? They are Americans. And they hate this. There are FBI agents that hate what's going on. There are NSA people that hate this. They may, and the thing about it is this. They could philosophically disagree with Trump. They could say, I don't like this dude or whatever. The more the truth comes out, what do you think's happening to these folks? They're looking at this going, you know what? This guy really is a patriot. He really cares. It's not just, ego. It's not a bunch of, Donald Trump just wants to be in the limelight. It's none of those things. How many of those people do you think are being won over little by? Look, I get these are professional bureaucrats. Carl, I completely understand what you're saying, bro. I do. We had lost so much faith in the system that I understand you getting there. But I told everybody, I said, look, it's always darkest before the dawn. Let's go cliche, right? The fact of the matter is you got the right person in there for the job. And now the left are, if you don't, look, in D.C. right now, all these leftist think tanks, etc., they don't know which way is up. The playbook for them has been burnt right before their eyes. Imagine you've got a recording or some notes or something and, you've got a prepared speech and somebody just steals it, burns it before your eyes. And now you got to get out there and go talk about it. That's what the left is facing. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to react. Everything that they've learned, every trick they've tried, gone. Name me one that's worked. I'm not getting after Carl, but I'm saying, think about it. Name me something that the left has done that's worked. What have they done to Trump that you go, man, they got to him on that? He just won the situation with the budget, and February 8th is coming up. He's going to win it again. Everything they try, they lose. They lose the marketing battle, which is the worst thing that's ever happened to the left. Carl, trust me. You're going to watch heads roll, and you're going to feel good about it. This is one where you're going to lose, but we're all going to feel good. You're going to go, Kevin, you were so right. But you got to call and answer that question. Who's your daddy?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.